Okay, Friday morning in the kingdom, and it's chilly at -2 Celsius, but feels like -5. So on a positive note, we'll look at the Fahrenheit scale. Yes, the yo-yo scale, +28 Fahrenheit, but feels like +23. So isn't that positive? That makes me feel better. Yes, it's payday for some, but not for the staff. Once again, she didn't get paid at her real job. What a gong show. Yes, and that's the school. And they teach you how to do mathematics and stuff, but they forget to tell you when payday is. Oh, well, we'll be eating craft dinner for the next week, I guess. Oh, well. All right, let's scroll this way to see what the sun is doing. It's not over there. It should be coming up over here. And we are forecasting a warm day today at +4 Celsius, or +39 on the Fahrenheit scale. Oh yes, 39 Chevy. It's right there. So it's going to be a good day today as we're going to weld. And we'll weld some more. Yes. Quick scroll here. This is a slow or a fast spring melt. In 2020, at the start of the great lockdowns, we had like 3 feet of snow. We had lots of snow. We had fun right till the end of April, but not this year. Oh, I went too fast. No wood stove today. That took me out psychologically yesterday. It got way too hot in there. Oh, and then I was sweating, and then I went out and worked on those exhaust stacks. And then I got a chill last night, so I had to have a beverage to take the chill off. I thought I was going to get a cold again. My immune system isn't that strong. I don't know why. It seems to be I'm getting sick this year. So today, with it being warm, we're going to use those gifted welding rods and get that salvage sloop welded so we can get it flipped over and out of the way. Yes, and park the green toy back in the lineup. And the dogs and I are going to go out this morning with some gray ribbon here. Yes, we're going to mark some firewood trees. Yes, that's the way we do it because I got a short memory at my age being old. Yes, I'll see a good tree for firewood, and then I'll forget where it was. Yes, oh, these lips need some vodka. All right, we did the full rotation. Everything's going good. I untangled 2 of the flags. All right, we better get to work because here comes the boss. Okay, it's hard to believe it was a month ago we went across the frozen lake and got the wings from this airplane. But also, too, we're not unloading it now because we have to sort out the scrap metal and everything like that and save the wings. So why make a mess? Let's do it once. But also, too, we walk by and look at the wings and analyze. This plane was taking off in the fog. He got a little bit of airborne, and then he basically hit the island and the trees. So we've come to the conclusion that is a divot there from the plane hitting a tree. Yes, because when it went on the island, it was hitting trees. So that's what that curvature is. Yes, that'd be a tree that he whacked. And the floats down here, when we pulled them out of the frozen ground and stuff, it was only the front of the floats that were damaged. Yes, we did a lot of damage getting them out, but it was the front of the floats. So that meant that the plane was airborne when it hit the island, and basically the trees brought it down. So it's interesting to look at the damage and to see everything to understand what happened that day. Because in 1973, I was just a wee lad and I wasn't there. And also, too, the plane burnt pretty good. So you can see that's where the motor mounts are and stuff like that. I don't know if we have a good picture of the bolts that hold the motor on, but the motor mounts basically melted off and the motors fell down with the bolts staying in place. So it's really neat to see how it is, how this plane survived. And we got some brass gear there for recycling, repurposing. So it's kind of interesting. We're very pleased that we got this much out. And hopefully we can salvage it and make a good display and recycle what we can. So it's kind of interesting to see it with the snow melting off. And I think we did a good job on cleaning up the crash site. The staff and her little friend will canoe across to the island in the summer, do a little fishing, pick up anything we missed, put it in a pile, and then we'll go back next year across the ice. Maybe we'll take the 41 Chevy 4x4 and we don't have to plow a trail. But we'll figure out a way to have fun. And look at the flags. They're doing good. Look at them. Just enough breeze to get everybody going. Okay, after lunch in the kingdom, and we got the yellow cord plugged in. That's yellow because I've been told it's been yellow. So we got it plugged into the welder. So when we're welding, this yellow cord is going to be warming up the green toy. Yes, we got it plugged into the block heater on the green toy because it's chilly out here. It says it's +4, but it's lies. That's a chilly wind. So over here, all right, scroll easy so everybody doesn't get dizzy like me. All right, so now we have to finish out the welds here. All right, so we have everything up there. Can we see up there, Les Nessman? I can't see anything. All right, so we got the tools. Yes. And over here, we're going to do an up hand. Oh, hand and eye coordination. I got a glare on the screen. I can't see anything. So we'll do the up hand there, and down there too. And then we'll come down here and do the welds on the cover fill-in plates and the welds on the inside here. The only problem we have moisture, snow down there. So hopefully by the time we get down there, the sun will have baked that moisture out of the way, because I don't want to go to drag out the air hose from the shop to blow it out to dry it out. But if not, we can weld and the water will evaporate. All right, let's get to work. We want to get this done before the staff arrives at the end of the day, and then we can have a video of flipping it over and moving it out of the way. Okay, coffee time in the kingdom. It was 2 hours of straight welding. Yes, stage straight welding. We did the up hands up here, which worked out good, and then we did the bottom pieces down here, which worked out good. We even welded the cover plate or the fill-in plates, which worked out good. So now I'm going to set the tripod up and then flip this over to weld on the inside of these flanges here, because we got these ones right here. To do an up hand on it, there's not enough room with the frame and everything there. So if I flip it over now, I'll set the tripod up with the Me phone. That way to record it, and then the staff can arrive later when all the welding is done, and record moving it and parking the green toy. So we're using the gifted welding rods and the gifted tools. They are very nice. And we thank the YouTube subscriber, Kingdom follower, for sending us, because this box will be pretty empty when we're done. And oh, I got the burps. I'm going to eat some peanuts some more. All right, and if we waited for the welding rods I ordered to arrive, it would probably be next week, and there'd be snow on the ground, and I'd be out here. This project would be delayed even longer. But we want to get this thing done and out of the way so we can get on to other projects. Okay, let's go get the tripod for the Me phone and get this flipped over. Okay, those little flange welds didn't take long. I sat on my little stool there and sat and welded it, so it worked out good. All right, and then I was able to lay on the plywood here and then reach in right there to get that welds there. Yes, that's the awkward one because you can't see it when it's upright or on its side. All right, I'll set the Me phone up again because I got to set this end down and pick this end up so I can do a couple welds there, and then the staff should be arriving. Hopefully she's sober.
Friday morning in WHO-ville, and it's just after 8 a.m. and I'm getting ready to head to work. As you can hear in the background, the dogs are already outside. I just finished breakfast as well. Now it's time to head inside, let the dogs back in, and get to work. It is just a half day today. We have some stuff to do in the afternoon, but it'll just be the staff, so let's get going. 12:30 and I'm just finishing up lunch. I had grilled cheese and tomato soup. It was a perfect combo with this weather. It is kind of chilly out today and the sun is finally starting to peek out behind the clouds. I had 3 kids this morning, so we went into the art room and did some painting. They really enjoyed that. Now it's time to head inside, let the dogs back in, and get to work. It was only a half day, so just the staff and teachers go back. Just after 4 p.m. and I made it home from work. It was a pretty good afternoon without the kids. We actually had a fire alarm go off this afternoon, so we all had to go outside and wait for the fire truck. It was a false alarm because there's a bunch of contractors working in the school and they accidentally set off the alarm. Now it's time to head to the kingdom and see what my dad's up to. 4:30 and I made it to the kingdom. As you can hear in the background, my dad is welding. He is working on the Salvage Sloop, so I'll head on down to the shop and see what he's up to. Down at the shop now, my dad is almost done welding the Salvage Sloop. Once he is done, we'll take the green toy and move the sloop just over here out of the way. Then we have to move the trucks around so we can park the green toy back in its spot. It's going to be a pretty easy day today. It is kind of warm out. The sun's come out a bit more and stuff is starting to melt. It's not as cold as it was this morning, but as you can see by the flags of exercise here, it is still pretty windy. Officially done with the Salvage Sloop. Now my dad's gonna get on the green toy here and we'll drag it over beside the trucks and stuff to get it out of the way. We don't want to make ruts or anything like that because it'll destroy the road here and that's not what we want. Before we move the Salvage Sloop, we have to get the truck out of the way here, so when we're done with the green toy it can go back into its spot, and my dad will just be moving the truck up here so there's enough room for the green toy. Now we are hooked up to the sloop with the green toy here. My dad's gonna move it over into the space right here, so I'll get a little video. Got the Salvage Sloop moved out of the way. We even put a block on the hitch here. That way we can find it in the winter time or lift it up to move it, because you never know, it could snow again and we could lose it. Now I'm going to get a video of my dad backing the green toy up and parking it. 5 p.m. I'm officially done in the kingdom. I work at the store in the morning. I actually started back there again to get a couple hours since I'm free on the weekend. Then I can go shopping. I have the water jugs and everything. As you can hear behind me, the dogs are barking and crying because they know it's 5 o'clock walk time. So let's head on back into WHO-ville and do the weather. 5:30, and this is the temperature we're sitting at today. It's 2 degrees Celsius, which is 35 degrees Fahrenheit. We even have the feels like on the bottom. It is pretty windy out right now. It wasn't this bad earlier, and it's kind of chilling off, but now it's time to head inside, let the dogs back in because they've been out a while, make supper, and end my day.
Okay, 5 o'clock in the kingdom on a Friday. We're quitting today. We did it. We got chilled welding because of that wind was cold. It wasn't much of a wind. It was a slight breeze, but it was chilly. And the welding sloop, or the salvage sloop, is officially done. All the welds are done. Everything's done. It's ready to be painted and used. Yes, now we have to wait for the money tree to blossom so we can import some paint from the south. And we once again, we'd like to thank the YouTube subscriber, Kingdom follower. It sent us the welding rods. We got it done because I know the fact that when my welding rods arrive, it'll be snow on the ground and it'll be another delay, but this thing is done, out of the road. Yes, look at that. So now we can move stuff around the yard and on to the next project. Okay, it's getting breezy out here. We're done for the day. We're going to go walk the dogs. Yes, and moving the trucks around. That's good to see the 45 starting and running most of the winter. Start it up, move it. That's good for it. We got to get that truck finished and get it on the road so we can be professional truckers again like Grandpa was back in 45. All right, there goes the staff. Oh, I'm not fast enough. I could have sped up there and then we got dizzy and fell over. But you can hear the sounds of her leaving on the quad. Look at that sunshine. It's probably going to snow. Yes, and that wind, it's chilly willy. Unreal. And look at the flags are all going except for the state of Alaska. It's all confused and tangled up. Usually it's the strongest flag we got. Oh my, let's go have some drinks, walk the dogs, have some more drinks, and make a video. Talk to you later.